I'm at Ghost Lake. Those of you from the area definitely know this lake. Lake level looks super low compared to last time I was here, probably 20 years ago. So yeah, I'm gonna head out, take a ride out to Tranquility. This is one of my favorite rides of all time. When I lived in this area, I used to do it all the time. All right, a little over 1 mile into the ride. It's a lot like I remember at this time of year. Just absolutely incredible riding these country roads. I think a lot of cyclists like riding country roads. I know I do. I don't like the danger. Look how narrow this shoulder is. But this is a quiet road. It's called Shades of Death. Very ominous. We'll see. Hopefully today's not my day. Otherwise, amazing out here. I wish we just had a bigger shoulder. See the colors here in New Jersey? It's totally starting to pop. I think we're hitting peak. Funny, New Jersey gets a bad reputation, but Northwest Jersey, a lot of farmland. Very, very pretty. Shades of Death Road, what's in the name, as they say. It's weird being out here. You know, over the last 20 years, I've thought about coming out here and riding this road. I've always had an affinity for this road. It's a dangerous road to cycle. You saw the shoulder, but back in the day, I used to love coming out here. And it just feels great to be back out here instead of thinking about it, actually being here. You know, I always thought that just thinking about the memory of the place was maybe good enough, but there's something about being here that is amazing today. I'm just loving this day. And yeah, I'm gonna complete this ride and do my old route. There's a smell in the air. You guys can't smell it, but it's the smell of livestock. I'm sure you can imagine that smell. I remember talking about black walnuts up in Vermont. They are all over this road. This is what I remember from 20 years ago. I believe right there is the culprit. I think that's a black walnut tree. And then right here to my left, another one. They're really spooky, scraggly, perfect tree for the Halloween season, for the fall. Yeah, really cool vibe out here today, guys. Oh, and I will say, one of these, if you're on a road bike, I'm on a gravel bike today. If you're on a road bike, one of these will knock you on your ass. Ask me how I know. Guys, I always find scenes like this amazing. Look at this. Totally weathered away just by wind and rain. The elements. New Jersey, just look how old these stones are. And I don't mean to trample on anyone's grave, of course. I'm just trying to walk around things and be respectful here. But I also want to show people how amazing. Look at this. How old are these? We don't even know. This one might have a date. This one, look at this one. These little ones. I don't know. Are they children? I don't know why they're so small. This one looks newer. Died 1865. I guess it's not newer. Wow. So how old are these other ones, if that's what one from 1865 looks like? And what a beautiful place to be buried. Look at this. There is a road you'll hear, but look at these beautiful trees you're under. I bet at night when the road is quiet, it's a very peaceful place. It's backed up against this church here. I'll explore this a little bit more and see when this church was built. That'll probably give us a hint to when these graves are from. So this is the church. We're in Tranquility, New Jersey. I do not see a date here, but I'm gonna look. Usually, in my experience, somewhere on the front of the building, you'll find the date. I'm not seeing it anywhere. Usually there's a stone with the date etched in it. But this church looks like wood. So, okay, so I looked everywhere. This is a final look. This is an amazing cemetery. If anyone knows anything about the dates of this place, let me know in the comments. Really pretty here. Really, really old. I would guess early 1800s, given that this nice stone is from 1860s. These other ones must be much older. Went by some apple orchards. Something film does not capture is the smell of things, unfortunately. This is the road I was looking for, Quaker Church Road. This is where I used to ride when I lived here. I couldn't find it. I accidentally got on 517 and took a wrong way, but yeah, I made it here. Look at these cutie pies. Oh, they're so tiny. I want to take one, but yeah, I'm not going to do that, of course. For those of you who love fall, this is as idyllic as it gets. Okay, so I am calling this one fair game. Check this out. It's a field of just nothing. And then a pumpkin laying here that's small enough to put on my bike. So it's right by the road. I'm gonna take this one and call it good. So yeah, I almost feel like the universe gave me that pumpkin because I didn't steal the other pumpkin. So literally like a quarter mile up the road, there was another pumpkin just randomly sitting there. It almost looked like someone tossed it out their window or something like that. Just randomly laying on the side of the road next to it in a field. Anyway, back there I could have turned right onto Shades of Death Road, but I'm gonna ride a little bit of this other road because I have a little time left today. I think this is Long Bridge Road or Long Branch Road. I think it's Long Bridge Road. Here's Gibbs Road. I think Gibbs Road connects to Shades of Death. Let's see what happens. Hey guys, I'm on Gibbs Road. I think it runs parallel to Shades of Death Road. Found another pumpkin patch. So I'll show you the road. A lot quieter. There's a truck up there. That's the first car I've seen on the road in about half mile. Quieter than Shades of Death, so I'm gonna take this back way into Ghost Lake. Again, cornfields, pumpkins, old buildings, classic New Jersey, countryside, northwest New Jersey. Again, classic. I've actually never been on this road. I usually just ride Shades of Death. I don't know what this is, but I love the changing colors. Look at that. And as you go up the field, it's dying out up there. Really interesting. Okay guys, so Gibbs Road just connects to Shades of Death Road. It's literally just like a little horseshoe, runs parallel to the road, gets you off Shades of Death for a little bit, so a little safer, so I'm glad I took that. I'm back on Shades of Death, heading back to the car. I have to say this was a wonderful day. It felt so good, maybe a little nostalgic, maybe a little special to me because I grew up out here, but I've looked on YouTube for videos of this route because I kind of wanted to relive it where I used to ride all the time 20 years ago. I couldn't find much got out here finally. I was able to film it, so now I could relive the experience a bit. I'm sure those of you who can relate to this kind of thing, who get nostalgia, who want to go back to a place and a time and do it again, I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about. I have to say, it didn't let me down. It was a 13-mile ride. It's going to be 15. Exactly what I was looking for. I did make one wrong turn back there. I wound up on 517. I didn't love that. It was just about a mile. I corrected for it and got back where I wanted to go. But it's great when a day comes together, when you get what you want. Anyway, headed back to the car. Get out here on Shades of Death and ride. Be careful though. There is a narrow shoulder. Anyway, if you get out here, enjoy your day. Of course, I always recommend coming out in the fall, but whenever you could do it, whenever you like doing it, that's the time to do it. For me, the cooler weather, the leaves changing is the ideal time. It's a wonderful day. See you guys in the next one. All right, rolling back into Ghost Lake. Great ride. Get out here, guys. You won't regret it.